Here in the UK, a warning of further disruption on the transport network as snow and ice continue to affect many parts of the country.
Indeed, ice warnings cover much of the UK to start with. Not as much snow around today, but there is some dense fog that could just hamper the morning commute for some of you.
Time now, 10 minutes past 6. We'll return to the UK and the weather conditions here because temperatures are set to stay below freezing as the Met Office has issued 4 fresh weather warnings around the UK. It is expected to stay cold for another couple of days, with yellow warnings of ice in place in Scotland, North East England and Wales. There are also dozens of flood alerts due to heavy rain or melting snow. Our reporter Thomas McGill has more.
High up on the Yorkshire Dales, 1,800 feet above sea level. And it's a race against time for farmer Frank Carr as he digs out a sheep trapped in the snowdrift.
Good thing about horn sheep is they've got good handles.
He has more than 1,300 animals spread across 2,000 acres, many now completely cut off, such as the harsh conditions.
We were predicted 40 centimetres and I think we definitely got that. As well with the winds, it's the wind that makes the drifts as bad as they are.
In Leeds city centre there was less snow, but icy conditions left it like a ghost town as people heeded advice and stayed away. Many roads across the UK were blocked with drivers facing some challenging conditions, and there was disruption to flights and some rail services. And in the southwest, many schools and colleges remained closed, with many taking a chance for a bit of winter fun on Dartmoor.
Just thought we'd try and have a bit of family time really and enjoy the snow. We did think about the road conditions, didn't feel it was too bad, so we've come up.
The Met Office has issued 2 new weather warnings for ice and snow covering parts of Northern Ireland and Wales, as this cold snap is expected to stick around a bit longer. Other yellow warnings covering most of England and parts of Scotland also remain in place until later this morning, as snow continues to freeze and icy conditions persist. Thomas McGill, BBC News.
Amid freezing temperatures, a warning that the UK's gas stores have fallen to concerningly low levels. Centrica, which owns British Gas, has warned that Britain's gas storage levels are concerningly low. But the government says it is confident there are enough supplies to make it through winter. It comes as last night the UK recorded its coldest night of this winter, with temperatures dropping to minus 14.5 degrees centigrade in northern Scotland, and it could be even colder tonight. In the Lake District, there are concerns that people will take to the hills without being properly prepared. Here's Danny Savage.
As the freeze continues, the mountains of the Lake District have turned into a winter playground. Under blue skies, walkers have been tempted onto the fells, but climbing organisations and mountain rescue are urging people to be properly prepared.
It's really easy to see what the attraction of these mountains is when the conditions are like this, with snow on all the tops. But the basic message from the authorities this weekend is if it's icy and slippery in the car park when you set off for your walk, the conditions are going to be a lot more challenging the further up you get.
Today, it'll probably be -4, -5 on the top.
Richard has been involved in rescuing people off the slopes here for 40 years. He's confident there will be call-outs this weekend.
Unfortunately, I suspect there'll be many people going up who perhaps aren't properly equipped. And that's a big problem for the mountain rescue teams. People just need to be responsible, and when we go out, we're putting ourselves at risk as well, which is really worth thinking about.
At the bottom of a snowy path off Skiddaw near Keswick, those out were well prepared.
We've got multiple pairs of gloves,
got spikes on your feet.
Spikes on the feet. We've got emergency blankets, we've got compass, we've got map, we've got hot water, we've got separate power bank in case one of us, is stranded or whatever.
No wind, beautiful sunshine, crisp day, lovely. Can't ask for any more.
On the way back, we found this.
This is a 4-wheel drive and it can't get down this icy road. Just look at it, the whole surface is thick with ice. And that's not going to melt for days yet.
A working week after the heavier snowfall, sheep are still being dug out of drifts. They can be very weak after so long immobile in the cold. The grip of this icy weather will continue into the weekend. The message, if going out, is to enjoy the scenery safely.
And one other story relating to the weather in the UK here today. British gas owner Centrica warned about concerningly low gas storage levels in the country. I think it's fair to say that that spooked the horses a little bit. National Gas, who own the supply network, had to issue a statement saying that storage remains healthy. And the government said it was confident in the UK having enough natural gas supplies to make it through the winter. One other point, the Met Office is saying it's going to get a lot milder next week, which could lead to a rapid thaw across northern parts of the UK, which could in turn lead to some problems with flooding, Sophie.
Danny, thank you.